You got to put in, yeah, it's all right.
Wow, the whole thing's an upper
Yeah, it
third
is.
thumb.
All of it. All of it. So zoom into the square. You see how the square grid ends up on there like that?
Little teeny tiny place on the planet.
That little itty bitty square is pretty integral. We went and looked at a piece of property out there yesterday, had a good long talk with the owner about her hopes and dreams and how they're difficult to come to fruition. But you see how close we are to the rail line right there? That's pretty significant. Why is that significant? Is because it's two sources of traffic in one spot. Believe it or not, that rail line right there is going to start carrying people from California to Arizona to work. And so the Amtrak's going to be running out there. There's a Greyhound station out there off of Highway 60 as well. This highway is going to come back to life. It was killed back in the 1980s, like 89. They opened up I-10. When they opened up I-10, it basically killed Highway 60 because they didn't need to travel this old two-lane road where you had to pass people. You could drive this big long one down here out there, and you could do that real easy, you know, driving on I-10. So, but back in the old days, you had to go out 60 and down 60 to get to California. You can see 60 comes out of Phoenix, up to Wickenburg, and out to Quartzsite. And so 60, just between the Quartzsite and the Paloma Mountains right there, that was 60. And so all they did was pave over it with I-10. Anyway, this area is going to be coming back online as an area to grow, because if you go straight up from that blue line all the way up, you'll see it says Lake Alamo or Alamo Lake State Park and Lake Alamo. Okay, it's literally part of, and you can see the Colorado River over here. There's Lake Havasu and stuff like that. It's not too far from there, and people are going there all the time. Like, a lot of Californians go to Lake Havasu. Some of the Arizona people do, but most of the Arizona people, if you go back toward the east, you'll see Lake Pleasant over here. That Lake Pleasant, that's where most people are going right now. But unfortunately, just in between around that Beardsley Canal area right there, that area right there is all TSMC. They're going to suck the lake dry and or increase the population at the lake, where it's not going to be fun to go there anymore. So if you go back out toward Winden, you'll see that Lake Alamo is in the middle of everything and becomes the new source of where people are going to want to go. So let's go down and look at that property, and how we used AI a little bit to figure these things out for us. Was we have this property that just has become absolutely impossible to buy. Not because it's expensive, right? Like, it literally is half price right now. So based on performance and everything else, if we did a 7 cap on this thing, she has literally discounted it to 50% off.
Well, and what we discovered yesterday instead of talking to her is, like, she has an underlying why that isn't being answered or addressed, and she's scared.
Zoom in again.
She's an older lady.
All right, let's see if we can, for some reason, I want to see if I can find the filter. Don't move anymore. I want to see if we can find the filter that turns this into click that, yeah. No. Is it possible to zoom? Don't do that. Zoom out of the entire website. I feel like the website screen is too big. Or if you full size that screen. No, not a zoom out. Like, expand your screen. Stop moving on that.